Martini and Jack in the Box, proud to present The Link, starring Sabrina Solis-Mantanani, among others, here in the studio. Good morning. Coming up, The Greater Good. That's with Jason Solis. It's on the way. And Cover Me. Right now, though, let's head into the KUAM News Zoom room, where standing by we have the administrator of the Division of Public Welfare and Human Services, Tess Arcangel. Good morning, Tess.
Unmute, please, Tess. There we go. We got her. Good morning.
Hi. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing, Tess?
Doing okay.
Be safe. And thanks for joining us this morning. We'll just go ahead and get right into it because I know you're always working on a lot of stuff, but I just kind of wanted to start with increases, right? So there's no doubt it's been some very difficult conditions. That's even an understatement during this pandemic. Many have lost their jobs. So we've seen an increase in the use of, well, let's say we'll start with Medicaid during the pandemic because of people losing their jobs or, you know, being unable to pay for insurance. How many more used it or have qualified to use it?
Can you repeat your question, Chris?
How many, has there been an increase in the use of Medicaid during the pandemic because of a loss of jobs or insurance? How many more used it or have qualified to use it?
Oh, okay. Based on our expenditure, based on our current expenditure, actually it's lower than last fiscal year. And based on the total number of eligibles of Medicaid, there is an increase. In FY 2020, there's 43,000. And for this fiscal year, we have 45,000 eligibles.
So, Tess, what does that mean if you've seen an increase in eligibles but a decrease in the spending? Is that what you said?
There's an increase in eligibles. The reason being is because COFAs were eligible now to Medicaid, I would say. That's the increase. But overall, there's a decrease in expenditure. I would say because of COVID, people does not go to their dentist, doesn't go to their physician as often as they do. That could be it.
Good point. Can we go over again how much in Medicaid we spent this year and break down the local match and the federal?
Yeah, okay. In fiscal year 2020, we spent 160 million. That includes admin. And the payment actually is 157 million. For this fiscal year, as of today, we spent 124 for payments. So overall, including admin, that's 127. So we spent 14 million local to match the federal for this fiscal year.
What funds were used for the local fund, do you know?
That's from the general funds as well as from the Healthy Futures Fund.
Okay. Tess, could you, I don't know if this is in your area of expertise, but, you know, there's this huge effort right now to get people tested, right? And so the mayors have been calling different residents in the village and encouraging them to go get tested so they can know their status. So if someone is on Medicaid, what is the process for them to get tested? Because we're hearing so many different conflicting pieces of information. We heard at the beginning that it was totally free for everybody, and then now we're hearing that when people go to the clinics, there's like an administrative fee. So I just want to, because if we're seeing more people eligible for Medicaid, I just want to know what the process is for them to get tested, let's say in a clinic setting, as opposed to lining up at TZEN or Southern Public Health.
Okay, depending on where the clinic got the vaccines, so the vaccines is actually free being given. If it's being given to them, they can charge us for administration. Medicaid pays for administration as well as MIP.
So if you have Medicaid and you go to the clinic and there's an administrative fee, do you have to pay anything out of pocket?
No, they have to bill Medicaid if they have Medicaid program or MIP. if they are under the program. The clinics can bill Medicaid or MIP if they're under the program.
Okay, so there shouldn't be any time that someone on Medicaid or MIP has to take out cash to get tested at a clinic that accepts both those.
Mm-hmm.
What about other safety net programs like the SNAP benefits? We've seen periodically through the pandemic there's been emergency loading, right? What's the status? Have we seen an increase also with the SNAP benefit recipients, Tess?
No, the total number of recipients as of today is 51,662. Last fiscal year, it's 55,000. So there is a decrease in the total number of eligibles.
How do you explain that? Because it kind of seems like
it could be because of KUA. They're receiving, some people, because they're receiving, they might still qualify depending on on their income. But then again, there are some residents who are receiving KUA who does not want to apply for the program. Or they could be disqualified because of KUA also.
What about that pandemic EBT?
Oh, the pandemic EBT, we continuously processing some. We actually issued 25,690 cards as of September 2020 to September 22.
Tess, so you said you're still processing cards?
Yes. The reason being is because there are some kids who are not registered under GDOE, and so we refer them to GDOE, and they found out that they are in school during those times, especially those with Head Start. So there's a separate listing that their GDOE is submitting to us. So we continuously process them.
Okay, so go ahead. So Tess, if someone is listening now and they're a parent of a public school or a DODEA student, and let's say they've been preoccupied with, I don't know, the overwhelming news about COVID, and they didn't know that there's a pandemic EBT card, are they still able to receive this benefit? And if so,
yes,
what do they have to do?
They just have to go to Run Care, second floor in Tamuning, and they can issue them cards.
Can you talk a little bit about the eligibility and what happens when you receive the card? What benefit?
Oh, when they receive the cards, they will immediately load the benefits in there. So each child is eligible to receive 1,243. So they will be able to receive that, and that benefit is available for a year.
Pretty significant benefit too.
Sorry, there's
Tess,
there's
plenty of people are texting you right now.
A lot of people were texting.
Can
so
you stop texting her for a couple minutes? We're trying to do an interview here. I thought you were chasing the fly.
The sound is getting off.
Yeah, they're texting you because they didn't know they could still apply for the PEBT card.
That's right. They can still continue. We have, if they haven't received it and they are during last year and again this year's school year, they can still apply. They can still get the cards.
And so if you're one of those, parents who went early at the Micronesia Mall and you got the card, you had to wait for it to get loaded. They've loaded it weekly in September. But if you go to get the PEBT card now, because the funding has already been loaded, you're going to be lucky because it's going to be pretty instant, Tess?
Yeah. When they load the funding, they will receive it. Let's say they load the funding tonight. It's available at 7 o'clock.
Right. Okay. And so I mean, did you guys like kind of test? Did you guys track, or is that a GDOE question, the number of students who are registered versus the number of cards that were issued? And is there any effort to outreach to these parents, or is it pretty much on them to figure it out and to come in and apply?
We do send press release. We continue to send press release to encourage them. Yeah, because there are still some students who didn't get their cards.
Okay, and that's good that we brought you on
So
here.
we're continuously communicating with GDOE, and so GDOE are sending the names of those kids to
Okay.
us.
What's the number, test to the office where they call for the PEBT?
Okay. They can call 300 8870.
8870, or your cell phone, right?
Mhm. Mm. That's the office issuance.
Okay, I got you. And second floor of the Randcare building in Tamuning.
Yes.
Okay, so we had a comment here. Malia comments, where can you go again? Second floor of the Randcare building, or you can call 300-8870. Okay, and they'll be able to assist you. Tess, what else are you tracking with your office that the public needs to know about?
Oh, we. I don't want to say it yet, but then again, we are in the process of applying for summer PEBT. So, but that still requires approval from FNS. At the same time, the total amount that we're going to receive for Medicaid is 133,210,000. However, it will require a local match. So at this point, the federal medical assistance percentage is still set at 55%, but because of the pandemic public health emergency after December, there's an additional 6.2% additional increase to the 5.5. So technically, our federal match would be 6.2. So the federal match will go up to 61.2% instead of 55. That will be up to December until Congress or legislature, U.S. Congress decides on what the FMAP of Medicaid would be for the territories.
I want to go back to, you said that we're applying for summer pandemic EBT cards, right?
Summer PEBT benefits, yes.
Right, yeah. And I
But
kind of,
that's still contingent to FNS approval.
so it's just very preliminary right now.
Yes.
When are you anticipating knowing whether or not it's been approved?
Probably in the next 2 months.
Okay. And then if it is approved, just tell me if I'm getting too ahead of myself. If it is approved, would it be something like they reload the existing cards, or are we starting the whole process over again?
Yes. They will reload the existing cards if they are eligible for that.
Okay,
So
so
GDOE will provide us with the names again. Nice. So we encourage those who get their PBT card not to keep it with them, so they don't need to come to our office to get replacement.
So you meant to say those with pandemic EBT cards, hang on to them in case we get the summer.
Yes.
One. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. So don't spend it all on a tomahawk and then throw it away. Hang on to it because it might be something coming in the summer, right? Tess, I know that even though we saw a decrease in the SNAP benefits because of probably the pandemic unemployment assistance and how it inflated people's income, that's no longer in play. So are you anticipating an increase now maybe that PUA has died off?
Maybe.
And maybe. Go ahead. Why maybe? Why not yes?
Oh, why not yet? Because the establishments are open now, so they can go back to work.
There you go. All right. Well, Tess, if those people are interested in maybe applying for the SNAP benefits, do you want to give out the number for that office? Is it the same?
Okay. They can actually drop the application. They can download the application on the PHSS website, and they can call if they have any questions. They can call several numbers. I don't have it on my. But they can call Run Care Office at 300-88. Hold on. I have that number.
8870.
That 870 is for the issuance, but for the front desk, they can call 300-88. I don't want to give number that 8853 and 8854. 300-8853 and 8854.
Tess, we did have a question in our comments. Also, someone commented you guys never answered the phone. Is that true?
No, we do. It's just that if the phone is busy, they won't hear that it's busy. Yeah.
So what will you
But
hear?
they do answer the phone.
Okay.
We have several clerks who's answering the phone.
Okay.
Probably in Southern, because we have issues at Southern Public Health with regards to the phone.
What are the issues? Is it one of those when it rains, a line gets wet and it's staticky, or?
No, the telephone there is not working. So actually, for the past few days, we gave them cell phones where the clients can call.
Okay. We did have another comment from Joanne. Hi, Tess. Do you also oversee the block grant program? Is that program still going on?
Yes, that's under CCDF. That's for childcare. Yes, we still receive those. We continuously receive those, and we encourage people to apply.
Okay. And can you maybe describe that benefit a little bit more for those of people who are wondering, oh, wait, what do I apply for?
Oh, they can apply. They can apply Bureau of Management Support. That's in Mangilao Castle Mall. So this is for payment of child daycare. The income guideline is different, and it's a little bit higher than the Medicaid or MIP program.
Well, that's good. So if you're maybe a parent who's going back to work or working and you don't qualify for
Yes,
Medicaid,
working
MIP,
parents, yes.
you might qualify for this block grant for childcare. And then what is the typical benefit awarded?
Oh, it's actually for payment of the daycare, so it depends
I see.
because they also have copay. Depends on their income.
Okay. Tess, how long have you been with public health?
31 years. Government, 33 years, 32 years, 33 years.
Where did you work 2 years before you went to public health?
GMH,
Oh,
Oh, wow.
Roy Moya Hospital.
okay.
All right.
Thank you
Well,
for your service.
Yeah, thanks for your service, Tess.
Thank you, too.
Right on. And if people are still complaining they don't answer the phone, so maybe you need to go, pull your rank and tell people, hey, check the phone just in case. Thank you, Tess.
Sorry, I can't hear you much.
It's all right.
Okay.
Thanks, Tess.
Appreciate it. Anything
Thank
else
you.
you want to say to the people before we let you go?
Oh, we have several benefits, welfare program for people. We have cash assistance program. We have childcare. We have for food, which is SNAP. We have for medical. So we encourage people, if you need assistance, please go apply. And you can apply either at Northern Public Health, Central Public Health. Central is here at Trancare, or at Southern Public Health.
Thank you, Tess.
Thank you, too.
And here's to 31 more years serving the people. All right, there's my girl Tess Arcangel. All right, good lady to know, guys. We're gonna take a quick break. We're coming back with Cover Me, because guess what? Guess what, Sabrina? Hump day, right? Hump day, Jay. It's a hump day.
Yeah, everybody get your vocal cords ready.
Yep.
Put some gas in your car
Mhm.
because you might want to make a trip down to. Let's see, you can go to the mall.
You could go to the mall.
You could go to GPO.
Mm.
You could go to